Hello, welcome to the Arizona Art Alliance. Thank you for joining us today. We appreciate you being a part of this premiere video release presentation featured by SpotlightArizona.tv. We are featuring our premier artists here in the spotlight and focusing on the inspirations that has inspired their work. Our host is Diana Rodriguez. Welcome to the Arizona Art Alliance.
Hello, I'm Diana Rodriguez, and welcome to SpotlightArizona.tv. We are featured by the Arizona Art Alliance, and you are now in the spotlight. Today we are here with Franco Valintini. Welcome.
Thanks so much.
We have so much to say about you, Franco. You started at a very young age in photography. Tell us a little bit about what inspired you to get into photography.
Well, it's a passion that I had since I was very young, as you said. And in fact, my first camera, I received it when I was 8 years old as a gift from my grandfather. And it was a miracle for me. And I took probably thousands of pictures with this little 35 millimeter camera. And of course, during the year, I developed more and more my passion, in addition to the other two, which I always had and I still have, racing, motorcycle, cars, and airplanes. But I ended up to work for an aerospace industries all my life.
Oh, okay.
And when I started to work, in fact, after I finished my education in electronics, I've been wandering all around the world, working all around the world. And the camera was always my companion. And of course, I was able to enjoy going around when I finished my duty. And more and more, I developed a portfolio. And at the end, what happened was that when I retired in 2003, I could not really become a motorcycle racing as I wanted when I was younger. I couldn't be a military pilot as I wanted to be as well. But I could combine them as a photographer, a professional photographer, and taking care of pictures during motorcycle racing and air shows. And of course, another subject that I like, Mother Nature, wildlife, and landscapes. That's what I normally do right now.
So you kind of stayed in the stuff that you had a passion for, and took pictures of that. And then you also went on to different places, travel, and you took a lot of pictures.
I've been working and traveling for myself and for my company almost all latitude on this planet. And I went from east to United States, to West United States, South America, China, Russia, North Pole, South Pole, all over. One place I've never been, to Australia. I was totally out of my territory because it was, let's say, far away from the circuit I was involved. And this is in my basket. One day I will go to Australia. Wow.
And anywhere in specific in Australia?
Specific where? Well, I would like to go to Urulu, to see is an icon, And of course, I would like to go in Tasmania. I would like to go to New Zealand as well, which is beautiful.
Wow.
And but again, it's still a dream, shortcoming, because I've been probably doing 1 year, 2 years, but I will take picture there. But
That's
all
wonderful.
the rest of the world, I've been in Africa, safari, and watching animals in their element is fantastic.
That's awesome. Well, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Hello, my name is Mike Brady, and I'm president of the Arizona Art Alliance. Have you heard of us? I hope you said yes, but if not, I want to tell you about our organization. The Alliance currently represents over 20 art leagues and guilds here in Arizona, and their membership base of over 2,000 very talented artists. These artists create original art ranging from paintings to photography, sculpture, glass gourds, and much more. We are a nonprofit organization, not a gallery. We strive to create a variety of exhibition venues for our members. But what really makes us special is our community service work. Many of these artists volunteer their time, talent, and dedication to several community art programs, serving disadvantaged or challenged youth, adults, and veterans. These mentoring programs bring healing and supporting outreach programs to a segment of the community that is most in need. These programs rock, and we need your support. We accept individual donations and business sponsorships. Be a part of these programs that heal and provide enrichment to everyone. both participants and volunteers. Contact us at our website, azartalliance.com, to donate your tax-deductible contribution. We thank you for your support.
Welcome back. We are here with Frank Valintini. Frank, you were telling us earlier about all the places that you've traveled and the photos that you've taken. Why don't you show us some of those?
Yeah, sure. I will be more than glad. It's an honor. Well, this is a photo that I started with this type of photography, taking photo during, and I still do it, not as I did years ago when I started, MotoGP and Superbike World Champion. Okay. And this is an icon because this is Valentino Rossi is working now to get his 10th World Championship, and I hope that he can get it.
Wow. And
he's a fantastic rider. And I took this 1 year ago when he was on Laguna Seca in California.
Wow.
Yeah. And other photo that I take, as I say, my passion for airplanes, which is part of my life. And this is an F-22 fighter. And I took this during an air show in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. There is an air show every year. And that years ago, this F-22 was on display, was flying, and it was coming low. And because the humidity in the air, I tried to have the same photo in Arizona when it was flying in Arizona, but there is no humidity, so you cannot get this effect. This is a compression when you go almost transonic. And I was following, shooting at about 10 frames per second.
Wow.
And I got a few of those. Beautiful. I like it.
Wow, that is an amazing picture. And I want to ask you, how did you get that picture? What did you have to use? What equipment?
Well, I use a telephoto lens, and this has been taken with a 400 millimeter lens. Okay. And I've been with Nikon since I started to be more professional, let's say more serious photographer, when I was around 30 years old. And it's been shot at very high speed per second, about 10 shots per second. So it was like a machine gun.
Yeah.
And you had to focus and pan while the aircraft is coming, boom, at full speed.
Wow.
And
amazing.
it's a technique that you have to learn to be very steady, but it's the only way to take an airplane flying so fast. And the effect is very nice.
Yeah, it's a great picture.
This other one is an engine, the two engines of a bomber bit one, taken during night with a special arrangement of the white balance of the machine or the camera. And I had an effect that almost the engines are running because there is a little red, you see here? And so it's modify the effect of the colors, play with the camera. I like it very much because it's a unique, the color, the blues and the black, it's very sharp. Wow. And this was just sitting on the ground. It was no flying.
Wow. That's
my other subject that I take picture of is Mother Nature, and this is an icon in Arizona. Is Antelope Canyon, and I guess many people have been there. They are watching me. This is Canyonland, Mesa Arch, and this is at sunrise at 5 o'clock in the morning. And I had to get up at 2:30 to go there.
Oh, no.
This is something that I want to do since many years, and say something reflecting the blue and beautiful sky of Arizona with some unique background. And this has been taken. I went to White Sand, and I called this picture, and it's receiving some award, black shadow, on a white sand.
Wow.
And I was in Alaska, in the Kenai Peninsula, and I was getting too close probably. The only time that I had a little bit of worry about the reaction of this bear, because when you go close to their food, you want my prey, so I slow down and I come back. But it's beautiful to see this animal catching salmons, And this was fine. I was in the Falkland.
He looks sad.
I was in the Falkland. Was a penguin coming out, a gentoo penguin coming out from the sea on the water line, and he was looking at the reflection on the water, and he was surprised and was walking and stopped and looked, and it was still there. And at the end, he just moved his face and make a scream, and then the water receded. There was no image anymore, and he looked, I scared you, and he continued to walk.
Right. That's adorable.
And bears are one of my preferred subjects, and this is an albatros. Against the sky, blue sky, beautiful animal, beautiful flyers. And I love to take pictures of birds. And this is, again, a birds, but this doesn't fly. Unfortunately, it's been wounded. And I took a few months ago in Sitka, Alaska, in a center where they take care of wounded animals. And I guess at the end, he was smiling at me.
Oh.
I call this enigmatic smile, the wild Mona Lisa.
Because they don't normally smile.
They don't smile. And I told you probably before when we talked together, the guy that was presenting this animal, he said the mood of an eagle is angry and more angry, nothing in between.
Oh. Well, we've run out of time. Thank you for being with us. I hope you've enjoyed being in the spotlight.
Absolutely.
And I'm Diana Rodriguez. Thank you for joining us at SpotlightArizona.tv. We'll see you next time.